Buckle up for another episode of Ghost Facers, a supernatural rewatch podcast. My name is Richard, and sitting shotgun as always is my brother in podcasting, Reed.
Oh my god, I'm burning up.
Oh my god, you're in 2D.
Yeah, I've got Pac-Man Fever.
I mean, I don't know if that's okay to say, man.
Oh no.
We've really come past that kind of
Oh
thing.
no.
Yeah, this isn't all right.
Oh.
Let's get into it.
Ghost! Ghost Facers! We're facing ghosts! We're others, we're not, we're ghosts! Ghost Facers! Stay in the kitchen when the kitchen gets hot! Ghost! Ghost Facers! We're facing nightmare, we're facing dread! Ghost! Ghost Facers! We're facing faceless, we're facing dead!
Welcome to Ghost Facers. Today we're discussing Season 8, Episode 20. We're not even in the teens anymore. We
Yeah,
are.
it's 8:20. Oh no, it's not double.
It's 8:40. You know how they have 40 episodes?
I
of this?
only doubled part of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to Ghost Facers.
Sorry, what
It's
is
like NPR Ghost Facers.
But why?
I don't know. Just I don't know. It's been a while. I don't even remember what this show is
It's been a while
since I've gone.
and fucked this up.
Yeah.
Just like I always health.
Yeah. Don't you know who I am?
Okay, stop.
I'm stained.
It's even becoming too much for me.
I'll never stop.
I'll never stop stopping.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. We were off last week.
yeah,
because
we
you
missed a week because I was
died.
dying.
Yeah.
You thought for a second I died, but
I think you did die, and just in a Winchesterian.
is this heaven?
in a Winchesterian turn of events? You came back.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
think.
yeah, both of us have kind of probably almost died on this show at least once.
You for sure. When did I almost die?
You must have passed out at least once on this show.
No, I saved that for the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want the good content, listen to the other show.
Yeah. It's a little more dangerous.
Yeah,
over
oh
there.
my
Yeah.
God.
Ooh.
Classic bad boy Reed.
Yeah, you know what they say.
Well, this episode is Pac-Man Fever.
Yeah, which I don't think I get.
Video games.
I mean, that's barely part of this episode.
There's two parts of this episode.
I know, but neither of them are Pac-Man.
But it's
though,
more
either.
video game than usual, and it's the classic rock song.
Oh, is that a song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes slightly more sense.
Yeah, Pac-Man
Okay.
Fever is named after the 1981 pop song with the same name from Buckner and Garcia.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes slightly more sense. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's slightly related.
Understood.
I'll
I'll be over here if you need me.
I won't. This episode.
You're listening to Ghost Facers.
Stop. That's not even a good NPR voice.
Well, then fine. You do it.
This is Ghost Facers, episode 820.
Okay. Can I do one more?
Yeah. Now you figured it out.
Welcome to Ghost Facers.
Stop! No!
It's me, Jason Statham,
No.
coming to your national public radio.
You did not know how to say radio with
No,
that
I
voice.
really fucked that one up. It's radio.
Right. Yeah.
You just clogged the fear in my eyes.
You were like, this is way more words than I'm used to doing in this voice.
I can literally only do 8 words.
Yeah, and it's usually
What do I do? Don't you know who I am?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I got a little big for my britches there.
Let's try to put multiple layers on this by doing an NPR Jason Statham
Yeah,
about
what's
ghosts.
a word with so many vowels?
Yeah.
Radio.
This episode aired
Shit.
April 24th, 2013.
Nice.
Written by
424. Also not double.
Nope.
But interesting in its own way, I suppose.
written
I guess we're all April 24th when you think about it.
written by I want a Pac-Man around, and I will, and I will.
Robbie Thompson.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I knew what the pun was, but I couldn't remember his real name. And I was like,
It's 3 a.m. I must be podcast.
Hell yeah.
Robbie Thompson.
Nice.
A thing I found out today, every single Charlie episode has been written by Robbie Thompson.
Interesting.
Didn't know that. I don't know what if they just bring it to him or I don't know.
She like saved his life years earlier, and he's like,
Oh.
I will pay this back.
Yeah, by writing episodes, I guess.
Every once in a while.
Sure. That seems fair.
Twice this season.
I mean, yeah. Directed by Robert Singer.
Love it.
Viewed by an estimated.
I mean, it's been a while, and I don't remember where we left off. I think we had dipped back into the ones last time.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume we haven't recovered yet. 1.8?
1.9.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Still impressed in general with how well season 8 did, considering how much we disliked it. Clearly, we're in the minority, or what?
Maybe, yeah. I don't think that's true.
Because as this season has gotten better in our estimation, the viewership's dropped off.
Yeah, I don't know how that works then.
I don't understand it. Other than everyone's wrong but us.
It's the children who are wrong.
Yeah, that's the only logical explanation.
Well, let's watch the promo and see. Also, after seeing Winchester numbers, I'm like, this is insane.
Sure, yeah. It's like, hey, we got 90 people watching.
Yeah, this is literally like four times the Winchesters.
Truly, TV has changed so much.
Yeah. Just in like a few years.
It took no time at all.
Crazy. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Again,
I mean, which
a lot of video games.
guess, like, they're leaning into the title of that. But I think if you even just broke down like minutes of time in this episode,
Fair.
that's the smaller portion.
No, you're right. But
And
it
even
is the
some
most...
of the bits of it that are in that, you don't register that that's what it is. Like,
Sure, yes. Yeah, that's...
like I had kind of forgotten this episode, and I was like, oh, nice, time travel. I was like all in. I was like, when are they going to get to the time travel?
Yeah.
And I couldn't, because I didn't remember this episode at all.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, international titles. This episode is entitled Pac-Man Fever, named after that song. We've got 2 titles.
Our big 2, I'm assuming.
No.
Whoa. Okay, who's first then?
Finish.
Oh, God. I can't remember what the Finns did last time. Okay, the Finnish title is like Little Yellow Hungry Sphere. Pac-Man.
Sure, but I don't know if I think it's probably more likely that they know the name rather than describing what the
I'm
game
sure that's
is.
what the game's called in Finland. Oh, did you get to level 257 of Little Hungry Yellow Sphere?
Oh, no, I haven't checked that, but first let me try this brown spicy liquid.
Yeah, or
Coca-Cola, as they called it in North America.
Or just a whole fish in a tub of mayonnaise.
I mean, yeah.
Or whatever else we eat.
Yeah, they do like that.
I think it's
kind
sour
of
cream,
shit.
actually, not mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But
Fair, but still, what's the difference?
man, Finland.
They know how to live.
They're hard as shit there. Yeah.
No, the Finnish title is Heat of the Game,
Sure.
which is nothing.
Yeah. They call me Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah.
Should we change the name of this movie to maybe, I don't know, like Heat of the Night? That's better.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Heat of the Game.
In the heat of the game,
We are having a siesta. It will be dead still siesta in the
sun
heat
comes alive.
Whoa.
That was like a dance mix.
Hell yeah.
throwback.
Yeah.
That's like some Now 2 kind of jams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Much dance. Oh, that would have been a much dance jam for sure.
I was also thinking Heat of the Game.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Telling me what your mom meant.
All right. Hungarian title.
A Hungarian title is unlikely to be Heat of the Game, I would say. Is this a classic Hungary, like way too broad kind of title?
No.
Okay. So it's like hyper specific and vaguely racist.
Yeah, I kind of.
Okay. Nope. So, this is the episode the Hungarians call Yellow Fever.
No.
I guess it's like it's called like bad genie blood or like genie bloodline or like something like that.
No, it's actually about Charlie.
Oh, okay.
But it comes off racist, but it's not.
Okay, hit me.
The Hungarian title is The Red Ally.
Oh.
That feels wrong, but it is fine.
It feels scary.
Yeah.
In a way that it shouldn't.
Yeah,
but maybe just everything from Hungary has a vaguely threatening aura to it.
Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, no, it's the Red Ally.
The Red Ally.
Which I'm assuming is our Charlie reference.
I mean, that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Featured music. We got a bunch of music from this episode.
Sure.
We got Night Hop by Benny Carter and his orchestra.
Cool.
Played during the teaser. We've got Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves.
Yeah.
And we've got Nocturne in E flat major. Some OP9 was that opera?
I can't even with you.
I don't fucking know. Why does this help?
Move on.
Number 2 by Frédéric Chopin. Frederick Chopin.
Listen, light him up.
Yeah, because that's worth it.
Show
your elitism.
Frederick Chopin.
Show your elitism by correcting me.
Yeah, it's elitist to be right
about opera.
Anything.
Sorry.
You know what? This is actually the problem with the world today.
Uh-oh, he's on the soapbox again.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not coming down.
TV Guide describes this episode as Sam and Dean team with a Reaper. What?
It's okay. I went somewhere else.
What did you...
Does you think Tyler Durden sells soap because he's literally standing on a soapbox, like with his manifestoing?
Wait, what?
In Fight Club. Do you think that's supposed to be like a ham-fisted metaphor? That he's a soap salesman? Because he's got a soapbox? You know, as he's building the cult.
Maybe.
That feels like the sloppy kind of metaphor that might be in Fight Club.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think that, that feels...
It's not good.
No.
But I wonder if that's why he's a soap salesman. Someone much more dangerous and scary than me who knows a lot about Fight Club is going to write in and tell us how to really interpret it.
Do you think that like people who like Fight Club are dangerous?
I think if you like Fight Club with no level of like irony? Then yes, slightly.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. It's like the people that are like, man, I fucking love Rorschach. And you go like, what do you love about him? And they go like, oh, just everything.
His ideas.
And you go like, oh, uh-oh.
Dean asks Sam to stop hunting until he recovers from the second trial when a hacker, Felicia Day, stumbles upon a case. Dean teaches her how to be a hunter.
Crazy the TV Guide is just like a hacker, not fan favorite returning character Charlie.
I know. I know.
Just some hacker shows up.
But before we start talking about her, why don't we open up Dad's journal and talk about some of the real world lore?
Yeah, let's see what the lore says a little bit more specifically about Jin.
Oh my God. He's raw dogging this. He's got no computer.
Yeah. Yeah, so bite down on a pillow.
Yeah, he literally just like spit on the mic and is ready to do it.
Yeah, I've got the lore ready.
So get on your knees.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm the... No, never mind.
Just
I didn't have anything.
Yeah, no. Jin.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not a dom.
Yeah, definitely not a Toretto now.
Oh, yeah, wouldn't want to be.
Yeah, no.
He's going to go back to selling those gross hot tuna sandwiches.
I was going to say street sharks.
So Jin, we talked about the last time that we did Jin as lore. We talked about how like in Islamic and even pre-Islamic traditions, a lot of the writing about Jin,
it's like the same as people.
Yeah, they're sort of like parallel to people.
Yeah,
they're not like a class of like an angel or a demon or things like that. They're just like different parallel beings.
Yeah.
Who tend to be a little more magical and tend to keep to themselves and live in their own kind of communities and things like that. There were some interesting things though, like jinn in a lot of the literature are generally said to be invisible, but that they are also shapeshifters. They could take on other forms. And where I'm going with this is that often if they take on the forms of animals, a lot of literature describes them taking the forms of venomous animals, things like snakes,
Scorpions, yeah.
things like that, which geographically makes sense, but also just there are also non-poisonous animals in those areas too. They're not often described as taking the form of like a horse or like something like that. And we mentioned that like jinn were considered to like they tended to live on the outskirts of societies, which is also sort of coincidentally where like the sick, the whatever would be.
Sure.
So then jinn started being associated with like the spreading of disease or plague or things like that. There's some writing that like after a jinn is killed, it might leave behind a kind of scorpion-esque corpse or a snake-like corpse. So this episode goes a lot further and sort of makes a sub version of jinn that are like poisony kind of jinn.
Yeah.
That I couldn't really find anything that hyper specific, but I do think it's riffing on this idea of like the snake, the scorpion, the disease, like those elements of jinn mythology. Like I think that's part of what this episode is having a riff on.
I just don't know why they made a slight adjustment to them.
I guess just so that it's more of a mystery because Charlie's got the computer that solves everything. I think that's maybe why they did it, but yeah, like to me, the first one dealt more with the idea of like kind of what that magic means.
Well, and that
kind
one
of giving you like that was like an interpretation of like here's a wish for you. You get stuck in this like dream world. Like
and this is about nightmares,
like the Black Mercy thing in Superman or whatever.
But this is about fear and nightmares.
This one's about fear and something totally different. And I feel like it's more about that kind of rotting disease, poison kind of side to the jinn myth.
Just weird that they chose jinn. But I guess I get it.
I mean, surely there's a different monster, more poisony.
But also that doesn't create nightmares and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it's a slightly weird one, if we're being honest. But they could have just done a Freddy Krueger or something. I guess they already did, but still.
Sure. Yeah, it's a complicated one.
Yeah, but at any rate, a little bit more about jinn there.
Ooh, nice.
Baby.
Yeah.
Can I also just say, in this segment, or just as we're ending this segment, my favorite line delivery of the whole episode is Sam going, I don't know, I've got to look at the lore, or maybe Dad's journal. So I was like,
yeah, that was weird.
It's like the primer for writing the show accidentally made it into the script.
I was just like, was this ADR'd? Like,
it's like it's such a clunky bit of dialogue. It stood out so much to me. I don't know. I've got to look at the lore, or maybe Dad's journal.
I had the
like, oh my god.
I did bump up against that too, and that's funny. I didn't really think about it until you said that, but yeah,
it's like I was like, it's such a. And also, I mean, listen, it's an awkward line for anyone to read.
Reader, yeah.
But we also gave it to Jared.
Yeah.
And he's in the middle of trying to act like he's not all there right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... Jared's got a lot going on in this episode.
Yeah, and he could barely do with what he normally has.
By the way, Jared, if this is your first episode listening, welcome.
This is how we talk about you all the time.
We'd love to have you on.
All right, well, with that, let's take a quick break. And we're back and ready to get into the episode.
Yeah, baby.
We begin, of course, with the then. With a thing that I'm surprised, like, because it's an offhand comment, but I guess it does explain sort of some stuff. But they give enough credence that they actually put in the supernatural books.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, I guess it's part of it, but not necessarily.
It is a funny thing that the show does sometimes, which is just like, if we talk about it, we should show it in the then.
Yeah.
So people don't get confused. Which, I mean, theoretically is the helpful thing about having a then.
Yeah.
But it does end up, when you're someone who does watch the show, like be like, okay, well, I know, like, That's going to come up. That's going to come up. Like
That was always the thing with
it's never just like here's some context. Let's see what happens. Now you watch the then and you go like, okay, they're going to mention that,
Yes.
and that.
The only thing that's worse than that is on like reality shows where it's like, oh, well, this person's obviously going in this episode.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of their confessional
Yes.
packet in this episode.
Yeah. And also,
why are we learning about their family now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's the last episode we could do that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm always just like, as soon as you see the preview, it was like in previous episodes, and it was just like, oh, you're sure.
There is a slight once the sausage is made sort of
It's hard
scenario.
to watch TV anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We also have Charlie, of course.
Love her.
The trials. And of course, the previous episode ended with Kevin getting captured by Crowley.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't do what I thought they were going to do, which was the end of that episode. They were like, oh, I guess Kevin ran away. And then this one, they're like, he's gone. And he's missing.
Yeah, they're not chill about like some time has passed and they're like, no, wait, where would he go? Garth doesn't know.
Yeah,
no one knows it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they're clearly investigating.
I'm glad it wasn't like 3 episodes of being like, he's fine. Like
Totally, but it does make
that comment weird now.
it now retroactively makes that choice very weird.
Yes.
Because it's either like, well, we think it's fine, and Crowley covered his tracks, and you go like, fuck, they're not going to be looking for Kevin.
Yeah.
But now this, you go like, then why even put
Yeah, exactly.
it? Just because that scene was already just kind of tagged onto that episode.
Totally.
It is slightly
It
weird.
makes it unnecessary.
This is better, to be clear.
Yeah, no. This is what I want.
It just makes retroactively that scene weirder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the now. We're in theoretically the 1950s in a military hospital.
Yeah.
Dean wakes up confused and disoriented in a strange setting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, he does look fucking incredible. Like
He looks
this.
he cuts a suit.
I mean, good lord, that suit is not wearing him,
No, not at all.
and I wish it wasn't wearing it at all.
Yeah. I'm about to give him the purple head.
I'm gonna give him a pearl necklace bore.
The attacked pearl necklace boy. That was the joke.
He tries to stop a record player only to fail and resorts to arming himself with a table leg.
Yeah.
He then discovers several dead bodies and is visibly shocked. He finds a newspaper dated July 12th, 1951. Baffled by the date, a growling, shadowy figure then approaches, ending the scene on a suspenseful note.
Yeah.
What's
And
interesting
I
is
was like, yes, a
Time
fucking
travel.
Time travel episode. Again, I totally blanked on this episode. So everything that happened, I was like, oh. It was like I was watching it for the first time. But I was like, fuck yeah. Love this.
Did this 24 hours earlier bother you?
I have very complicated feelings
know.
about it in this episode. And it's one of those things where it's like, I think technically my theory is right and this still doesn't work. But I like the rest of the episode so much that I'm like, should I forgive it? Even though like structurally, I think it messes up just as much as the other ones I've complained about.
Sure.
My bigger issue is the misdirect about what it is.
I think it's just for fun, but
I
get it.
agree, but why couldn't it just be fun that he's obviously in a video game? Here's the thing that bugs me. Like, the dream is a video game, but we treat this like he traveled in time. Because him picking up the paper and going 1951 is irrelevant in a dream.
Sure.
That doesn't matter. But if you do that, that's that's a time travel move.
Because they're trying to misdirect you. Yeah,
I know, but what I'm saying is you don't need to do that. If you dropped him in a thing and you heard like bloop bloop bloop, and like a thing came out and he shot it, and then like there was a little like ammo number, and we'd be like, Dean's in a video game. How'd he get there? And we'd have fun with that. Like, what I'm saying is there's a hat on a hat. There's one too many. That we still wouldn't know that it was a dream. We still wouldn't know like how they got there. We would discover that through the episode. To add the one other misdirect is just like, oh, and it's not time travel. Then why? Who gives a shit?
I don't
Just
know.
make this anything. It could be anything.
I guess. I don't know. I think it was just it's a fun extra layer to put on it.
I don't think it's fun, I think is the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll disagree.
Yeah.
We now go back to the bunker.
Yeah.
At night,
24 hours earlier.
that's
yeah.
right. Dean enters, unloading groceries and beer, and Sam shows up and looks like shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. And this bit's pretty good where he's like, Jesus, like, you should go get to bed. He's like, no, I'm fine. And Dean throws in the beer, and it just sails past him and shatters. Is really funny.
That's so funny.
It's a great bit. It's really good.
So writer Robbie Thompson said on set during filming of the episode and said that Jensen ad-libbed 2 lines in this episode. The first is, man, I'm telling you, give me 5 minutes and some clippers.
Yeah.
Which is the thing he ad-libbed, which is fun.
I mean, they do like razzing Jared about the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
And
It's
also the line we get later, which is, what took you so long? And Dean says, I stopped for gas.
Oh, okay. That's also a good one, too.
Because he shows up after them.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
I do think this episode, just like we'll talk about it as we're going through, but I do think this episode in general has some of my favorite comedy, supernatural stuff we've had in a while.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
100%. So Gene jokes about Sam's appearance and throws him a beer, which Sam misses. Sam then insists that he can still hunt. Despite Dean's concerns about his condition, they discuss the search for Kevin and Garth's efforts. Dean insists that Sam should rest due to the toll of the trials, but then a new case alert pops up from Charlie, piquing their interest.
Yeah, and Sam's like, I'm coming or whatever. Do we do this first, the meeting Charlie, or do we do the like I'm going out on the? No, we meet Charlie first.
So, a thing that's so we get to see the boy Sam's laptop, and besides this email, there's an email from Mythology Weekly with the subject header, "This month we look at Scandinavian folklore."
Okay,
which I like that he just like subscribes to like a
nerd.
He also,
I mean, that's a pretty good newsletter.
you're like,
sorry, it's Mythology Weekly, but the thing says this month we look at.
Yes.
So all month long on Mythology Weekly, they're doing. Listen, I'm gonna sign up.
But also, I do like the idea that it's a newsletter, but also the news is just history information.
Not even. It's like literature.
Yeah. So that's not news. That's like, we just found out about
breaking news. This was written 500 years ago. Yeah.
This just in. Which I find very funny. There's also an email titled Road Food with the subject header, "Find the best diners anywhere in the USA," as well as some spam that says "Invest now."
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's not what Dean's email would look
I
like.
mean, no, he probably
There'd
can't
be
access
a lot
it.
of like tildes and asterisks.
He can't access it
Sign
anymore.
up now. You won't last 40 seconds
Go
reading
on.
this email.
Outside the bunker.
Yeah. Thai massage in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah. Charlie then arrives, greeting them with her trademark humor.
Yeah. What's up, bitches?
She's also got a t-shirt. Did you know what the shirt was?
I missed it.
So her novelty t-shirt features Lying Cat, a character from the comic series Saga by Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah.
And illustrated by Fiona Staples. In the books, Lying Cat can detect anyone who is lying. Artist Fiona Staples blogged about the appearance here.
Yeah. I love Charlie. I love Felicia Day.
I mean, truly, yeah.
The energy's great. Like even it's like she's like, "Hey, what's up, bitches?" She gives Dean a hug, and then Sam gives her a hug. And is like,
I know.
So that was like, okay, and now your cue. Oh, Sam, are you okay? Even with him doing that, there is a sort of like genuine joy to Sam seeing Charlie. That like kind of undoes the clunkiness of some of the other stuff in the scene. Where as soon as you're like, there's a shot of Jared, he's like, "What are you even doing here?" And he's like smiling. You're like, "Man, I've missed Charlie too."
I know.
Like, that energy is so good between the three of them. It basically makes me like watch over pretty much anything else.
I mean,
including the 24 hours earlier thing.
Yes.
And, like, I just kind of go like, yeah, thank God.
Charlie's here.
Yeah, we're okay.
Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
They discuss her comic convention alibi and her locating them.
Yeah, we don't know it's an alibi at the moment, but she says she's going to a convention in Topeka, and Sam's like, in the middle of the week.
I'm like, you've never been obviously to Toronto Fan Expo.
Yeah, it starts on like a Thursday. Yeah, baby.
They discuss her comic convention, and then Sam and Dean introduce Charlie to the Men of Letters bunker.
Which, listen, it's Charlie. I love her, but we gotta know that they took some precaution. We need a line that's like, "Ugh, holy water tastes bad," or something like. It kind of just feels like they let her in.
That's true.
And then partway through the episode, when they're like, "She's been lying since the moment she got
I
here.
know.
I knew something was wrong." It's like, then don't let her in the fucking secret, all the knowledge bunker.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you have a suspicion, we gotta see a test. Hold this silver fork.
Yes.
Do
anything.
do an anything, or you just have her say that they did it.
Exactly.
Because then you go backwards. Like, yeah, I was suspicious from the first time she showed up.
It's like, it didn't seem like
It's
it.
like then you're bad at this.
Yeah. We then go inside the bunker into the library, and Charlie is amazed by the bunker and criticizes the outdated name.
I also just love, the outdated name of the Men of Letters.
Yes.
Yeah, I also love how natural Sam's dialogue. I mean, listen, I think I'm actually maybe leveling criticism at Robbie Thompson here.
Sure.
Because first of all, like that lore line is like, what the fuck is that line? But then Sam goes like, anyway, that's our skinny. What's your like? It's like,
what?
yeah,
when
like,
did Sam talk?
See?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's our skinny. See?
This is really gonna be like a 1960s episode, 50s episode. Like,
You're gonna tell us where the fuzz are, okay? Like,
Isn't he a slick?
I know they use slang, but like, have they said skinny before?
I've never.
Is that how you use skinny? Like, I know what's the skinny.
Yeah.
But you say that's our skinny.
Yeah, I've never heard
That's
it used like that.
Maybe
yeah.
it is, but it just something about it
feels
maybe
unnatural.
I'm just too out of touch with the slang.
Yeah,
but
no. You know that new kids
But
phrase.
I also just kind of go like, why do we keep giving Sam the weirdest shit to say?
It's true. They then discuss a new case involving a man with liquefied insides.
Love it.
Charlie reveals her self-taught monster hunting skills.
Yeah, she's gone pretty deep. She's like, I've discounted that it's blah, 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 blah.
And they were like, how do you know that? And that's when we find out that she's read the supernatural books.
Well, yes. So she's done just her own.
Yes.
She did her own research, which really is all we can ask.
Well, I mean, that's always.
Do your own research, folks.
Yeah. That's how you know the real information.
Yeah, probably.
YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah. It's me, John Winchester. But then she's also, she's read all of Carver Edlund's books, which again is a fun reference, but when you put it in the then, you go like, well,
they
then
put way more
we're going to
weight
solve
to it.
this by going back to the book and be like, remember the gin book?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that didn't help.
Charlie mentions this. She also mentions that the books are all online now because they're like, we're going to have to burn these goddamn books.
Again, a great comedy moment is like, those books make you guys like super tough. Sorry about the love life, Sam.
Oh my God.
And Dean laughs and Sam's like, we got to find every copy of these and burn them. Like,
So
there's some good
kind
of banter and stuff. Jared's funny. Jensen's funny. Charlie's great. Like those parts of this, I'm so happy to have a little bit of that this season,
But we also find out that this means that the episode suggests that Chuck then did publish the remaining works that he had done, despite Sam and Dean warning him not to in the real Ghostbusters episode.
Does it?
Yeah, because she says because she talks about stuff that's happened to them now.
Like what though?
Well, one, the love life stuff.
I'm pretty sure that was true for Sam earlier.
I mean, ish, yeah. But
if you were just reading the books up to the point where they told Edlund to stop, Sam had a girlfriend who fucking died like his mom.
Oh yeah, the wolf.
The wolf that he had to put down.
Yeah. God, he loves killing dogs.
And then nothing else.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Gives a new meaning to the word pussy hound.
Yeah, 2 in the back of the head and 1 in the front.
I call it the shocker.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think if you were to read those books, you'd be like, man, Dean fucking gets it, and Sam is there too.
I do feel like they mentioned something else, but I can't remember.
Well, maybe I just missed it.
But anyways, So Dean decides to investigate the case, but Sam has to stay behind.
Right.
Sam's weakness is evident, prompting Dean to take Charlie along. We do also get a moment. There's two scenes that happen, which is one earlier when Sam first says that he's ready to hunt. And we get the first shooting gallery scene.
So it's like in Skyfall where they're like, Bond, you can't go back into service until you pass the test.
You gotta stop watching so much Bond.
No, I'll never stop. Mommy was very bad.
Okay, stop.
Man, master of voices right over here.
It's got to be. Now say anything. Say radio in that voice.
Give me a second.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Radio.
That's actually not too bad.
Better than I even thought it was going to be as I was saying.
Truly. But yeah, so Sam goes to use the gun earlier and misses the target.
Yeah.
But like a lot.
Yeah, like he doesn't even hit the paper.
No.
Yeah.
But then Dean does, now he's like, well, now I got a system. So Charlie's like, I'm going to come. And Dean's like, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And so he then brings Charlie to the shooting gallery and
like
she fucking...
2 headshots.
Yeah.
Great grouping.
Yeah. She's ready for it.
And I love a sort of like slightly butthurt Dean. It's just like, all right, fine then. You don't have to show up. Like,
you know what a thing that I also was expecting and was so happy that didn't happen?
Yeah.
She didn't justify it. She wasn't like, my dad took me hunting when I was a kid or something.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're right.
I was waiting for it. Like, I was literally like, okay, what's the line?
Actually, yeah, she's a Mary Sue.
Yeah.
She's...
It was nice.
Wait a minute. I hate this episode.
I like the fact that they didn't do that. They were just like, no, she knows how to deal with it.
Yes, I agree.
Like, why did he assume that she couldn't? And it's also like, why didn't you assume? Why did you assume? Yeah.
I do love Charlie episodes for just like throwing off the vibe a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's awesome.
It's perfect, yeah.
We then go to a clothing store, and because Dean's like, well, you can't wear what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And we get a montage.
Yeah.
Got a montage.
Yeah, and she's coming out in some silly outfits and a couple of like.
I mean, I
was like,
I
don't think I'm supposed
dress.
to see. I don't think I'm supposed to see Charlie this way.
Yeah, no, truly. Also playing the song that she initially had on her Walkman in the first episode.
Yeah,
Walking on Sunshine, which is very fun. I like that. That's like her.
It
song.
is good. Then Dean turns off the music, like it's diegetic
yes.
music. He turns it off. She's like, "But montage,"
which I love that.
It's really
it's
cute.
a good scene.
Yeah. While she's doing that, Dean just in this store is making a fake ID. Like they didn't do it at the bunker first or something. Like he's just like sitting in this dressing room area,
so funny,
making an FBI.
But that's probably what he would do. Yeah.
Totally. But there's something just really funny about it.
Throughout this, we also get a discussion about the ongoing trials and missing allies like Castiel.
Yeah.
Because now
like,
she
Castiel
knows.
Sounds dreamy.
Yeah. Because
Dean should just go. You don't know the half of it.
You can't not do it.
I know. It's like, I was almost.
Yeah, you really like. Yeah. It's becoming a sickness.
Yeah. Don't you know who I am?
There you go. That'll fix it.
I'm the one who gripped you tight and raised you from perdition.
Cool. What?
I'm the one that gripped you tight.
Okay. I raised you from perdition.
Wait, and now I'm going to end it with
Yeah.
Javier Bardem. I've raised you from perdition. Radio. Maybe the hardest voice to do in the world. I defy someone to point me in the direction of a great Javier Bardem impression.
So is this because you're patting yourself on the back?
Yeah, because I'm good at
Oh, okay.
it. Relatively.
Yeah. Isn't it also just like a Spanish accent? Like...
I'll kill you.
What's the most you ever lost? No, I
can't.
can't.
Yeah, go on.
I don't have it.
Yeah, do your Sean Connery swallowing. Is that what that impression was?
What's the most you ever lost? I'm trying to do that.
He's like eating an apple while he's talking.
What's the no? If I try to do that, I can't
Jimmy
do it.
Stewart doing this impression.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Keep layering.
Yeah.
Elmo.
What's the most you ever
you ever lost on that?
I'm sorry, is that That was almost like, what's the most you ever lost?
I'm bad at voices. Okay? Is that what you want to hear?
He's his father's son.
I really am. I used to be so talented.
Charlie expresses her awe for the Winchesters and the sibling camaraderie. Dean learns more about Charlie's gaming passions and her past.
Yeah.
We then cut to a railroad tracks at night. A gruesome discovery by two guys playing video games.
Do you recognize one of them?
No.
What's the actor's name? Manny Jacinto from The Good Place.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize
The
that.
dumb one from The Good Place is
Yeah.
like one of the two. This also feels like a moment where it's like, I don't know, what do kids do? Do they walk through the park at night playing video games?
I know. It does feel like old man shakes at cloud. Yeah.
Kids these days. That's Kermit. That's alt-right Kermit. That's a new character I'm trying.
Kids these days. Okay.
Lock her up.
Hi-ho. Gotta stop letting them across the border.
Build the wall.
Those fucking pigs.
Hi.
It's kicking the wall down. Those are the only voices I can do.
Yeah, Gonzo blasts himself through the wall to let the refugees through. The weirdest Muppet movie ever made.
They're remaking that Freedom movie that recently came out.
The Sound of
The Sound of
the Jim Caviezel. Jim Caviezel's still in it.
Jim
Henson
Henson's-
Caviezel.
These goddamn pedophiles.
Oh man, the wait was worth it.
We got somewhere good.
Well, I just meant for the episode.
Oh,
But yeah, that too.
all the accents.
Yeah, we figured it out.
So, these kids or these guys, I don't know how old they're supposed to be, but they discover video games.
They're like they seem like they're like 17, but they're also like
30, like
poke a dead body with a stick young.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, there's like a victim with a distended stomach, and then it explodes.
Yeah, because he pokes it.
Yeah,
And they both scream.
Yeah,
it's a fine classic supernatural moment.
Yeah. Later, we see Dean and Charlie arriving at that crime scene, only to find that Sam is already there.
Yeah, and earlier we had cut back to Sam, and he tried to shoot again. This
At
time
least he hit the paper.
He hit the paper both times, and he goes, close enough.
Yeah, which I kind of like.
But then I kind of, I kind of wanted this episode to maybe lean more on comedy, and I wanted Sam to like Mr. Magoo save the day by like trying to do a thing.
That would be too much. I
fucking
think.
it up.
I think
and
that
then
might
still like winning.
I think that's too far.
For supernatural.
Yeah, when it's not like a magical thing, it's just him being fucked up. I don't know if that's funny.
I don't know. I think it would be good. Because I like funny Sam.
I know. We do love that.
And we're kind of setting him up. We're just like, good enough. You kind of want him to go and just shoot something insane.
But only time that stuff happens is when magic is involved.
I suppose so. But it's a Jin episode. We could have figured it out.
I know. But if in this scene, we find Sam, in that exact scene when they do find Sam and meet him,
right?
You look in the background.
Okay.
Jared's parents are extras in the scene.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Sam reveals another victim, suggesting a pattern.
Yeah. Charlie goes to talk to the kids that found the dead body.
Like,
and they're back playing their games again. Because these kids, nothing slows them down. Not even trauma.
Nope. Just the damn screens. But don't worry, Charlie's got it.
Yeah, she knows what screens are.
Yeah, she knows what specific screens they're looking at.
Yeah.
She asks what game, and they're like, this version. But that's not enough. She also knows the sub version of that game.
Yeah, it's true.
So she's like,
and I'm about to be the sub version.
I mean, good
for
Lord.
Charlie.
Yeah, the version
of me. If you can imagine.
Yeah, there's a more sub.
Somewhere out there in the multiverse, there's a sub version of me.
Classic dumb.
Sub Toretto.
One of my favorites.
You can have any drink you like.
It's I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
So when Charlie first flashes her badge, she's holding it upside down, just like Castiel did.
Did we miss the first thing then? Them going to the coroner?
No, that's next.
Doesn't she fuck that up there?
Yes.
Not here?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
But Charlie learns about the blue handprint on the victim, hinting at a supernatural cause. Sam insists on staying and helping despite Dean's objections.
No, I'm right. They go to the coroners first. Here's how I know. They go to the coroners first, and she flips the badge upside down, and she's awkward about it. And the coroner there eventually is like, unless you get me these special forms, I'm not letting you look at the body. In this scene, after they find that other body, Dean like storms away because Sam's like, I'm fine to do this. And then Charlie goes, does that mean we don't have to break into the morgue anymore? And Sam goes, we could do that. And that's when they go and they beat Dean there.
Sure, okay.
So we've already gone to this coroner who seems to be the first coroner ever to put up like red tape to the FBI.
She is the first, yeah.
Like, just go like, okay, we'll just get a chain of custody form. And they're like, oh, or not that? And she goes, no, that.
Yeah.
This woman is a Canadian actor. She was on
Yeah,
Republic of Doyle.
Fucking smoke show.
She's not to make everything Fast and Furious. She's Sean Boswell's mom in Tokyo Drift.
I mean, I was Fast and Furious when I saw her, yeah.
Yeah. She's the mom that, like, it's vaguely implied that she, like, fillets the principal or whatever to get her son out of, like, jail time or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She's also Tom Hanks' mom in Forrest Gump.
No, she's not.
No, but that she fucks the principal or whatever.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I understand. At
Uh,
any rate, yeah, total smoke show.
absolutely.
Yeah. A
Uh,
stern redheaded woman.
yeah, weird that we like that. The trio breaks into the hospital to examine the body. Charlie distracts the coroner while Sam and Dean head to the morgue.
I was really expecting this to be more of a flirt distraction.
Yeah, I know.
Like with the ferry.
yeah, there's like a whole mommy thing that could be done here, and it wasn't.
And I've written a letter already complaining.
Back in time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But we find out that the body is missing, burned due to an outbreak scare. They realize the case is more complex than they anticipated.
Yeah.
We then go back to the bunker, and Sam and Charlie cross off potential culprits, narrowing down. I do like that she's doing basically like Guess Who or whatever.
Yeah. Have you seen that thing online where the new way to play Guess Who isn't to say, like, do they have blonde hair?
Oh, it's like, does
it's
it...
like would they be invited to the cookout?
Yes, yes.
Like the point to play Guess Who is with like vague stereotypes.
I have seen that.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
very
like,
funny.
Would they complain to the manager?
Yes.
It's like now it's like tight blonde hair, glasses,
Yes.
no stay.
Yeah, Blue Jays hat. Type for no one. Narrowing it down to a unique gin. They discuss the method to kill this gin variant. Charlie leaves to get snacks.
It's the same. It's just a silver blade dipped in blood. Or lamb's blood.
Because they initially thought it was the same thing, because like later on they tried the...
Well, no. So the thing... So this version of a gin, like, poisons its...
Yes.
That's what liquefies them.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. They say it's a subversion, but it still dies the same way. The thing with the syringe is like how
to wake them up.
How to save a person. You need the blood of the gin or whatever to get them out of it. Yeah.
So Charlie then goes to get snacks, showing signs of unease. I do like that Charlie says, I'll pick us up some grub, and unlike Sam, I won't forget the pie.
I mean, she's read the books.
Yeah.
She knows.
Truly, yeah.
She knows.
I love that.
That would be so weird.
That someone's like has a...
Your life like chronicled.
Yeah, is that weird?
It's but weird doing that. It'd be weird to just like know that it's out there. It's like, and I never dictated that. I never, like, someone just knows it. That's weirder than...
I mean, I guess
giving all our secrets away on.
It is weird that people like think that they
There's
know
nothing
us.
weird about what we do.
No. Okay.
Name one thing.
Yeah. when people come
Jim
and like
Henson Caviezel. Insane bit.
We then go to Charlie's apartment at night. Charlie engages in some suspicious activities, hinting at a secret life.
Yeah, she's got like passports and like multiple She's got like a go bag. She's transferring funds from different locations. All these
For some reason,
things.
I thought we had seen this type of thing from her before.
I mean, we may have seen her doing some of that kind of thing, but
It's because this feels like it's trying to treat it like a
try
reveal.
I think they're just trying to set it up that it's like a secret and not just like, oh, she's doing some other benevolent hacking.
Because she also had made a comment in like the first episode, I think, where she was
The first time we see her, she's like,
I got to do this again.
She's like transferring money to like a humane society.
No,
she's
no,
doing
but
some sort of like.
At the end, she's like, oh, now I got to like fucking change my name
Right.
again, right? Like, they've already hinted at it.
True. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, it didn't bug me. It was more just like. It's more like refreshing a memory of it a little bit, but
she's then confronted by the coroner, revealing gin blue eyes, heightening the danger.
yeah, sweet Ginny Blue eyes.
Hey there, Jenny Blue eyes. We then go to the bunker. In the library, Sam worries about Charlie's absence and uncovers her lie about the comic convention.
Yeah, I knew something was wrong from the first
There's
moment
no
she
way a
got
comic
here.
convention
That's why
would be
I led her into the most sensitive nerve center of hunting operations.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, my judgment's fine, and also I'm good at shooting.
Yeah, the best.
I'm Sam.
Dean uses Charlie's GPS.
The problem is all of these papers at the end of the runway, they're all human shaped. Can we get a dog one up here? I feel like I'll be better. I feel like it'll be easier if it's a dog.
Yeah.
And instead of a gun, can I have a car?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, how'd you get the car in here? Dean uses Charlie's GPS to locate her. We then go back to her apartment during
That
the
feels
day.
like a rookie thing for Charlie to have fallen for.
Yeah, I think so.
Like Dean is like, can I use your phone? And he's like, I turned on her GPS. It's like,
Yeah.
I barely believe Dean can do that. There's
Let
also
alone that Charlie wouldn't be like,
There's also a moment earlier where Dean's like, I've been checking. I'm tapped into all the
I know.
security cameras.
I
So,
saw
like,
that too.
You're tapped into
I
all the
know.
security cameras. Like, I'm fine with Dean learning how to do things, but the show does lean on
you just assume.
their kind of stereotypical personalities a bit. And then when they do something like this, you go like, really?
You?
It's like, yeah, I'm tapped in. It's like, okay.
Sure you are, buddy.
Yeah. Watching a YouTube video of a security
It's the
camera
same.
footage. Yeah.
So they end up going to Charlie's apartment to find out where she is, finding it in disarray, hinting at a struggle. Sam and Dean discover Charlie's multiple aliases and her donations to a patient named Gertrude Middleton.
Yeah.
They split up to gather more information.
So Dean goes to investigate
The hospital
where Gertrude is.
And we find her tragic backstory and her connection to Charlie.
Yeah.
Dean promises...
Super sad.
Oh,
Hit
God.
by a drunk driver. And then and her kid disappeared. Got into some trouble after they, got hit by the car.
I'm the hacker.
Yeah. Oh, don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm the nurse for this episode. I'm here to give a little bit of exposition, then walk away.
Nice. So Dean promises
Radio.
the scene that really hurts too is like Dean promises to find Charlie, and this like protective version of him comes out, which I like. Oh,
It's the big brother energy.
Yeah.
Like we've been building that even in like LARP and the Real Girl and stuff
so good,
The Dean Charlie energy is great.
so good.
It's amazing. It's a better version than the Dean Joe energy. 'Cause
Totally.
the Dean Joe energy was
Slightly horny.
vaguely infected with a little bit of horniness.
Yes.
This is just
Without
like-
it at all.
and
yeah.
and it's better.
I love it.
Yeah.
We then go to an abandoned shipping warehouse, and Charlie is being
Such a
held
fucking
captive.
classic Jin move.
Oh yeah,
They're never just like in a shop.
yeah, or a house.
Yeah. It's, quick to the docks
So
in Kansas.
yeah, wait a minute.
No, I mean they're just in a warehouse.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think it's like a.
It's
I
like-
just mean it would in a seaside town. It would be the docks.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you can't have a docks in Kansas.
No, not like this.
Charlie is held captive, revealing the Djinn's preference for fear. The Djinn reveals Charlie and her friends as hunters, increasing the stakes. We then go back to the library, and Sam uncovers the coroner's involvement in hiding Djinn's kills.
Yeah, this coroner has been like using paperwork to cover tracks.
Totally.
And stuff like that. But even Sam's like, this Djinn's been like living here for 9 years and like successfully covering these kills. Why would they start just leaving bodies around?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
We then go
I'm
back.
sure we'll get to it later.
We go back to the warehouse, and Sam and Dean arrive to rescue Charlie.
Yeah.
Confronting the Djinn, and a tense battle ensues, ending with the Djinn's defeat.
Yeah, it's good. And you go like, great, episode done.
Nope. We then go back to the military hospital.
Well, so they do the thing where they take some of the Djinn's blood and they give it to Charlie, but nothing seems to happen. And then there's this kind of panic thing of like, I don't know, maybe it's blah, 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 blah. And Sam's like, okay, so Djinn puts you in your happy place. A happy place is a dream. And they're like, the dream episode.
Yeah.
Which again, like, the episode is kind of doing the move, but they're not bringing the books in.
No.
But like, there's a version of this where they'd be like, shit. And then they'd be like, I've got a crazy idea. And they'd go to like the online database and they'd be like, how to get into mind, and be like, dream route, right?
Yes.
Like, they would use their own life as a thing. But at any rate, we do it without doing it.
Yes.
And Dean has the African dream route, and he's like, you're gonna have to punch me. I gotta fall asleep.
So
fast."
funny.
And Sam hits him once.
It's like,
Well, first he's like, you probably want to.
bam!
Hits him once, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're kind of off here. And Sam hits him again.
Fucking fully knocks
I
him out.
love how Jensen ragdolls
So
and,
good.
like, into the chair.
He does a good job.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
It's great.
And now Dean is back at the beginning of the
He
episode.
hit me so hard. I'm in 1951
Yeah, he
in
hit-
a dream of a video game.
Yeah.
I'm in one or all of the next three things I'm about to name.
Then we get Charlie, who's
Kind of
Sarah Connor, Laura Croft.
like Snake Plissken, kind of.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Charlie's nightmare is the video game The Red Scare, which is kind of a combination of a bunch of video games.
Sure.
It's a little bit of
she-
Castlevania, a little bit of the Call of Duty,
Wolfenstein.
a
Yeah,
little bit of
Call of Duty.
a little bit of Wolfenstein, a little, and then
She looks like Solid Snake.
yes,
Yeah.
Her outfit specifically is a mashup of Laura Croft and Angelina Jolie's character from Sky Captain.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, deep cut.
Yeah,
I saw Sky Captain at a drive-in.
of course. Weird choice.
Well, it was more about being at the drive-in.
Sure. And getting down.
It was a double feature with Without a Paddle. Remember that movie?
What? Oh, with Dax Shepard?
And Seth Green. Yeah.
Weird.
Double feature.
But what's interesting is also like it's the Red Scare, which is which has Fort Brennan, but the Red Dead Redemption, which came out like 2 years prior, has Fort Brennan. So it's just there's weird.
But also, they call it the Red Scare, but everyone in there is an American
Yeah.
soldier zombie.
Yeah, not
There's
as Nazi
like-
zombie or
commies,
Russian. Yeah,
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
But
But it's fine.
yeah, it's fine. It's fun.
It's fine. What's fun about it is the like her coming out and like shooting or whatever.
Yeah.
The emotional moment when they like kind of barricade and then, like,
Yeah.
Charlie's talking about all of like, how she's scared for her mom is like, that stuff's great too. But then I kind of just wish we were in a memory or like a real dream instead of the extra video game thing with the extra time travel thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because it feels like now that's distracting from the really good stuff that's happening between Dean and her talking about this very like intense thing where like she feels guilt for the state that her mom's in and that her dad died because they shouldn't have even been driving. She got scared at a had a birthday. She didn't want to be scared. This game is the first game that she got like arrested for hacking, and that was after they.
Yeah.
Like, I know why they're all connected. It just feels like jumbly.
Yeah. It didn't bother me
didn't
that
bug
much.
you?
No.
I think for me, it's just I'm less mad at it because I like this episode generally. But it's that thing that Supernatural does sometimes, which is like, what if we took 6 ideas, each of which would be great on their own,
Sure.
and we like just rushed through them,
Yeah.
and did none of them enough service.
Fair.
And
yeah.
that's, I think, where I get hung up.
Yeah, but no, that's fair. They basically, yeah. So they have to face her fear, which is really not about this game, but actually about her mother like being sort of gone and
Yeah.
her not really letting go, and
Yeah, because her mom's essentially like brain dead, like
she's comatose,
a
yeah,
vegetable,
like a vegetable, yeah.
yeah.
So then at the end of the episode, when they finally get free, she decides that she's going to go sort of say her final goodbyes to her mom.
Yeah, and she like reads her The Hobbit. It's so sad.
I fucking rolled tears twice in this episode at this end. Like,
I mean, really, really good stuff, but so
her
sad.
performance
Yeah.
is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I agree.
Knocked it out of the goddamn park. But before we talk about the way that we feel about it,
Wait, hang on. We missed the big thing here, which is that they were like, why wouldn't this syringe work on Charlie? And they go, I don't know. And when Dean is in the dream with her, he's like, we got the gin. And she's like, both of them? And then out in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Is it one of the kids that found the body?
Oh.
Was he the gin?
I don't think so.
At any rate, it's a kid. And basically he's like newly a djinn, and so he's sloppy at the kills. So his mom was trying to cover for him. That's why all of a sudden these bodies were just being left out. He barely fights Sam. Like Sam's a little off his game, but then Sam also just fucking like he's like I'm just a kid. I'm trying to learn. And Sam just like, he's like, tell it to your dead mom.
Yeah,
or like whatever the fuck
truly.
he says.
It-
and I was kind of like, holy shit, that's our Sam's back moment.
This
it would be
is-
better if he was clumsy.
Yeah, he trips and
It's
falls.
a lot though, right? Like it wasn't just me.
It is a lot. I feel like this is the youngest person they've ever killed on camera.
And there's no
Like,
like,
oh, but he's so young.
I made the call, but
no. It's like, I'll fucking see you in hell.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Dean. The red mist descended. All I saw was a canine.
Yeah.
Like truly, like I was like, that's like some soulless Sam shit.
It was,
Just be like,
yeah.
tell it to your bitch of a mom.
Yeah.
That's the energy of that moment.
It
it's
is
crazy.
And it's partly, yeah, it's like sad because it's like, oh, the kid just like he didn't mean to be a
Didn't
djinn.
has
Like,
to be alive.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us did.
I think the only thing that even slightly helps it is the fact that he says like, he's like, my mom told me not to play with my food. That's like the closest you get to like
They have to do is like he's got to be
something.
mean about it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got to
yeah.
deserve this
somehow.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
I was like, oh, I don't know.
It's
man.
not enough.
No, it's not. It feels like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Especially because like Dean is like, this is a big emotional episode for me, and Sam's like, not today.
All right.
How was your adventure, Dean? It's like, it was. I don't know, man. It was a lot.
Sam's like licking the blood off a knife.
Yeah, I also had a hard time.
Yeah. Kind of like that year I was up.
He's like, Sam, I think we need to talk, man.
Yeah, I don't think your perspective of hard is the same as mine.
Yeah. No, that sounds pretty emotional for you, Dean. But did you ever think about how I just stabbed a kid?
Yeah. And loved it.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah. I mean, dogs,
Gin
kids.
or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're back. So what did you think about this episode?
In general, I really like it.
Yeah.
I like the fun moments. I love the energy that Charlie brings to both to a relationship with Sam and to Dean. I even think the Sam and Dean stuff is good. Like, it's even when they're arguing about whether or not Sam is fit to do stuff, it's not like like, why won't you trust me?
When I
kinda
love
shit.
the hug at the
it's
end.
Just like,
ugh.
it's just like, I understand. Like Dean even says earlier, like, I know you're frustrated, but this is like, it's the healthiest shit in the world.
I know.
And then Dean at the end just giving him a hug, be like, we'll figure it out.
We're starting to get to healthy Dean finally. Yeah,
I mean, oh God, he's so hot.
I know. The healthier he gets.
Yeah, the more I want his seed.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That took a fucking sharp left turn.
Was it that sharp?
I mean, no, probably not.
Fine, sorry, that was too much apparently.
So,
no, I really like it. I do think there's a couple of clunky bits. Some of the writing's a little, and I do think this episode is held back slightly by layering too many things.
sure.
I do think it muddies the good shit that's in this episode a bit. It's still a very good episode. I think I would give this one. I think I would give this one like. No, I'll give it a 4. I was debating going to slightly lower just because of the stuff I didn't like, but it's a Charlie episode and it's just so much goddamn fun. You can forgive a lot of the other stuff.
Sure.
I'll give this. I'll give this 4. Easily murdered kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
for now, that number might go up.
Oh my God. Yeah. His bloodlust sustains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love this episode.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a great episode. Like you're right. All of those things are problems.
Sure.
And like some of the writing is clunky and Jared's not his best,
Yeah.
but like fucking Jensen, it's a tour de force for those two performances. Like Felicia Day and Jensen,
Yes.
like they both fucking like her like teary fucking like realization of her mother, like it crushed me. And I'm watching it like
It's
while
a lot,
I was eating dinner, like with a fucking laptop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's true. She's great.
It's so well done. And then fucking
Can I just give you one face of Sam's that really stuck out for me this
Okay.
episode? It's when he's when the djinn is gonna kill him before
Yeah.
Dean kills the djinn. He's like on the ground. He's like, "Oh my God, I actually wasn't ready for this," and he's looking up at her. So just 1 second.
yeah. Cool.
Tell me I didn't nail it.
No, you did a good job.
Thank you.
It was bad. It's such a fun
Audio medium. It's a useless joke.
Yep. It's only ever for us. All of this. I actually love the video game stuff. Like I think that she's so fun in the bunker, and I'm like, I just want more of her.
She should just live there.
I mean, she will. It's such a good episode.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know how, but I'm giving this 5.
This one's a 5? I mean, totally on board with liking this episode, but this is a 5 for you?
Anything that's
surprising.
It's 5 successfully purchased pies out of 5. And I mean,
wow.
This is an episode I like, and this in a fucking piss poor season, I think that
yeah.
like it stands above it, and I think that the performances are some of the best we've gotten this entire season. I think that it feels like we're getting more of the bunker, where like it's well shot episode. Like it is a little bit paint by numbers in some ways, but like and clunky in others, but like those performances and the fun of it all, like it outweighed it too much for me that I couldn't.
A 5.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. I think we
love
gave
this
5s
episode.
to a LARP and the Real Girl, and that one to me totally is a 5 episode. Certainly for season 8, possibly in general.
Yeah.
This one's right up there with
Yeah.
that one for you, hey?
I mean, again, if this was like a 10-point scale, it'd be easier.
Sure.
But it's 5.
Little late to be changing the rubric now.
No, I'm not.
Fine, let's open up the Constitution.
I mean, if the two of us were going to make something, it would probably have
The
something.
first 6 amendments are all basically cum related.
I was just about to say
yeah.
that. God, where are yeah. We'd have to amend it to put that in. first we got to make sure there's cum in this thing.
First, listen,
Yeah.
if we're gonna write a constitution,
Yeah.
a constitution,
Oh.
if you will.
A declaration of in her pants.
Nice. No, you had it.
Yeah.
I don't have a better one.
Yeah. So those are our reviews.
Of inner pants dance.
Sure. There we go.
Fuck.
Yeah. Nice. I'm glad we did that. But before we go, we've got a note. We've got notes from fellow hunters.
Whoa.
The first titled 819 Taxi Driver.
Okay. All right.
Previous episode.
That's right.
Hey guys, now listening to this episode and wanted to possibly answer a mystery you discussed.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
When Sam was in hell, I assumed he took off his watch and out in the column to leave a reminder of where he entered. / where the portal back to purgatory was. I can imagine how easily it would be to lose your place in hell where
Right.
everything looks alike, and he probably just thought it was the safest and fastest way to find their way back to the portal when they had to run out of there. Also, for some reason...
That's fair.
Yeah, and also if for some reason Sam and Bobby had to split up, he could tell Bobby to look for the watch, and that would get him to the portal. Anyways, that's my take from Becky.
That's a pretty solid take.
It's probably the best option at this point.
It's definitely the one that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I think I probably leapt too far. I still think that I'm right to point out that the time dilation thing
Agreed.
is forgotten, but I think I also jumped to that because it's a watch.
Fair time,
But
I
get it.
I think this is probably the best solution we've got.
Probably. Yes.
All right. Well, we've got one more
Okay.
titled Pac-Man Fever. This week's episode.
Whoa. A pre-letter.
I know.
Got a little bit of pre-letter here.
You can still get pregnant from that, you know.
Oh my god. Let me get an envelope.
No, I talked to the 3 women in the milk water, and they told me this letter.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I've got some glistening pre-letter here.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
I love Charlie episodes.
Agreed.
Random thoughts on this episode.
Mhm.
Do the boys just have African dream root in their trunk of holding?
I was thinking about that, but it's not the craziest thing the show's done. Yeah.
I know the bunker is probably loaded with stuff, and they didn't leave Charlie go to the bunker to get stuff and then come back to save her. They had that shit on them.
Yes, yeah, agreed. It's in the car for sure.
Very funny. Also, how often do you think they do inventory to restock on occult spices?
That's the craziest bit of them moving into the bunker is it's like they kind of have to like operate like an organization now.
Yes.
They gotta like although I guess technically they always needed some inventory anyway.
Yeah, but they were on the road, so they could just pop in.
This feels like they need a system
Yeah.
now, though. There's like supply chain management.
Yeah, there's a distribution issue.
Yeah.
Also, Charlie could have used the African dream root to talk to her comatose mother. Granted, it would probably be traumatic as hell, but she could have said goodbye or something, maybe.
Interesting. But here's my question.
What is her brain functionality?
Well, this is
actually?
just it. Like John or Dean or like other people that have kind of been, coma.
Yeah.
It's like coma, not like
Vegetable,
we're just keeping your body alive.
Yeah.
And I don't remember even in this episode if they say coma or not, but my impression of Charlie's mom is that she's not there.
Well,
'Cause
I think
even
the doctor even says,
even
yeah,
the nurse is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
someone keeps paying for this, but like, she's not saying like, I don't think they won't wake up. She's just saying like, they're not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
I think it's worse.
I feel like they make some sort of comment like she's not there.
My feeling is that would not really be a
Well, and even-
conversation you could have.
Yeah, and even Charlie says like she can't hear me.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably out of the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
Love you guys, Christina from Lynchburg.
Thank you, Christina.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Well, if you want to continue this discussion on line, you can do so through our Discord.
Yeah, baby. Go to patreon.com/ghostfacers, and for $1 a month, you could join Angel Radio, our amazing community Discord server. And for $5 a month, you get that, and you get the Bunker Report weekly bonus episode. We talk about different, extra bonus SPN things. I've been reading chapters of an SPN novel.
I wish you were reading smut instead. I think that would have been better.
I think I wish that too.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. We're watching the Winchesters. We talked about fan theories. There's all sorts of just extra SPN stuff there, and it helps to support us.
That's right. Also, if you want to be like Christina or Becky and send us an email about a past or maybe a future episode, if you're a precog.
Yeah. Precog.
Precom.
Yep. Precog.
Cock.
Oh, no.
You can email us at ghostfacerspodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us through our various social media platforms.
Ghostfacers Pod on Facebook and Instagram.
Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you can get our episode automatically in your feed every single week. And while you're there, why don't you give us a 5-star review and we'll read that on a future episode. Also, if you want your Jim Henson Caviezel's
yeah.
The Sound of Freedom Muppets edition.
Yeah, it's the Sound of Freedom, but it's Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
If you want that shirt, you can get it at our merch store, ghostfacerspodcaststore.com.
That's your shirt pitch. Mine is just Sam stabbing a kid, and it just says, "Tell it to your whore mother."
On the back it says, "I wish you were a dog."
I wish you were a dog.
It's also what he said to that ex-girlfriend.
I think that could be the only text on it. It's just Sam killing a kid, and it says, "I wish you were
a dog."
The most specific shirt I could wear to a convention.
Do
you know what? I will wear it to a convention if we make that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Also,
Could you explain your shirt? I'd rather not.
Yeah. Let's just say Sam likes it doggy style.
I wish you were.
Also, if you want far more personal information about us, you can subscribe to our other podcast.
That's right. The Dr. DC podcast. That's just in, free main feeds, wherever you get your podcasts. We have a Patreon over there too, patreon.com/DrDC. We reveal all sorts of horrifying things about ourselves.
I mean, we realize we reveal that stuff on the main feed too.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But a few select suckers pay extra money for it as well.
Fools.
But if you like the way that we talk about lore and magic and things like that, you might like the way that we talk about superheroes, comic books, and superpowers and stuff like that over there.
This week, say goodbye, bitch.
Jerk.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.